Hi, everybody. I want to share with you the book that I've been using for these devotions for the last year. And it's called The Jesus-Centered Bible. It's put out by Group Publishing. And what's great about it is it goes through the Old Testament. And here you'll see in blue, it will talk about how it relates to Jesus. And in fact, the words that it relating to are also in blue. And I found it to be very helpful. And basically, that's what I've been using for these studies, talking about Jesus in the Old Testament. So I thought maybe you would want to order the book, the Bible, and read it. It's the New Living Translation, which is, it's much easier to comprehend. So having said that, I just want to read a little part. We've been in Jeremiah, and I want to read what they say about Jeremiah here. And it kind of relates back to yesterday's devotion. It says, Jeremiah is in great emotional distress, torn between his love for his people and the reason for their pain. Why don't they get it? Why can't they understand that their suffering is their own fault? They are blatantly disregarding God and His commandments, which is why they are being destroyed. Gilead is a city famous for its medicine. So the question Jeremiah asks in 8:22, and that question is there no medicine in Gilead? Is there no physician there? Why is there no healing for the wounds of my people? That, of course, there's medicine there, and this is what do you call it? Sarcasm, probably, because the medicine, they have a town that's known for medicine, but the medicine they need, which is to follow God, they aren't taking that medicine. He feels so bad that he's crying to the point where he feels like he can't stop crying, and that's sometimes why he's called the weeping prophet. As Jesus, now, what I want to go to now is where Jesus is feeling the same way. This is one of my I think it's a very emotional passage in the New Testament. It's in Matthew, the last part of chapter 23 of Matthew, and Jesus is standing he's in a similar situation as Jeremiah. He's looking over Jerusalem. And this is just before he dies. And he says this, "O Jerusalem, Jerusalem, the city that kills the prophets and stones God's messengers. How often I have wanted to gather your children together as a hen gathers her chicks beneath her wings." And this part is most telling. He says, "But you wouldn't let me. You wouldn't let me. And now look, your house is abandoned and desolate. For I tell you this, you will never see me again until you say, 'Blessings on the one who comes in the name of the Lord.'" Of course, that's going to be Palm Sunday. Doesn't this tell you something about God? Doesn't it tell you that God is passionate about His love for us? He loves us with His whole heart. But He's frustrated too. God's frustrated because we go off. It's kind of like if you have children and they go off and they're doing things are not helpful, are not going to be good for them. And as a parent, you're frustrated because if they would just listen to you, it would be so much better, or they would be so much safer, or their life would be so much better. But they would not. They will not. They have their own, idea of the way things should be. And this is how God is too. He wants us to listen to Him because He knows that's what's best for us. But oftentimes we would not. We will not listen to Him. And, of course, that's always the answer. I always tell confirmation kids, I say, the Ten Commandments are not there to ruin your life and make it unhappy. The Ten Commandments are a roadmap written by the guy who, the guy who created us, telling us how our lives could be better. I see that I'm frozen, but I'm going to quit now. I'm sure you're still hearing me, and God bless you, and be thinking about how much God loves you and how it would be great if we could follow him more closely. God bless.